我们今天呢，就是说我们福建同乡会的特别这个凯斯的总检察长拜访我们福建同乡会，就是说我们过年呐，就是说总检察官他有义务，我们这个跟我们华人对接，福建同乡会对接的就是为了我们的华人的权益安全，保护我们的这个每一个地方的这个，比如说犯罪什么这个诈骗都连直接跟我们的这个办公室，我们的这个联系。
I'm so happy to be here tonight with the Fujianese community, with the Benevolent Association, for the work that they do in the community to make sure that people know about the community, that they are helping those that are in need of help, and that they are advocates for the community in which they represent. I'm very proud to be here. I'm very honored by them being here this evening, and I thank them for all the help that they give the Borough of Queens County.
Thank you.
我觉得我上任福建同乡会的第80届的福建同乡会主席，我有这样的就是说担当，也要这样的责任，我们去维护社区。在疫情之前3年，我们发生了不断的这个种族歧视，还有被打这个地铁，我们有权利去把这个事情，我们去跟我们皇后区的检察长去跟他交流，为了我们的社区以后繁荣更加昌盛。因为我们华人这个皇后区的作为一个检察长，因为我们皇后区的我们华人最多，在这里的我们把皇后区的搞的这个生意上或者商业上都搞得非常这个有声有色的，向他提出就是说我们一定要维护我们的华人权益得到了保障。
这个有哪一些特别的，就是案件或者是说事情就是你们想要跟他提的？有，我前一段时间他就跟我说了，你们的这个华人经常这个受到的迫害都不敢报警。他说没事的，不管有身份没有身份都没关系，直接向他的办公室。他的办公室有我们的华人有我们的华人助理，这个很重要，非常很重要。我跟他说以后把他的办公室越来越大了，多请这个翻译给我们的华人帮助，是这样子。那这个在疫情当中比如说他说在那个马拉松有人推倒上去他会很积极的去这个调查这个事情，他是比较快的，直接跟我们的检察长那边办公室都可以联系。诈骗银行诈骗犯罪偷窃这个比较大的案件形式，直接可以跟他的办公室。 你有没有比方说，我听他们说就过去1年有很多什么华裔的外卖郎出过几次事件，很多都是咱们福建人嘛，可能是就是说您找他是不是也想帮忙解决一些就是关于咱们福建乡亲的一些就是可能是个例的案件，因为这个事情发生比较就是频繁，然后可能
有没有一个特定的案例？
有没有哪一个特定案例是想让他帮忙立刻解决的？
对，我现在跟他交流，就是说我们的今天的这个警察会跟他交流，以后会跟他上诉，像就是说我们的经常最近发生了我们华人送外卖，就是说发生的事情，我必须要跟他去讲，检察官这个检察长去讲，申诉这个以后要对我们的这个特别是外卖拿的这个要多加完善，就是说多巡逻这个治安，多加警力，保护我们的华人权益。
谢谢。对，我才是今天
这个经济大。
Yes.
And most of them don't have the difference of status. So the husband of the delivery.
So they should always report the incidents, always report crimes against them. But again, First, you usually go. So normally with long-term investigations or investigations on activity, we would take the lead in a lot of that. But when, for instance, a delivery man may be robbed or abused in some way, or there's domestic violence as well, usually you would go to the police first. Domestic violence, I've created sort of a cutout for people to call me directly in my office. But on the street, the crime, normally go to the police first, and then we will investigate and prosecute. Okay? Thank you.
哎。
对，这个工作电话是叫不是用的。他也很喜欢。以后多交流，以后多交流。
So truthfully, when I ran,
啊，有啊。啊，这小孩。可以啊，可以的，可以的。哎，小光，哎，行了，行了，呀呀呀呀！
跟我这个大哥互动一下，交流一下。
能去上去，来过我拿的，留来我养着我。
拼好拼团给你们证书啊，各位。
这就是我的老板，开酒庄的，boss。
Ah, very nice. What style? Very nice. Thank you. Where do you work?
Actually, we just Russian Taipei.
And how's business? Was it good during the COVID or bad? Or?
Actually, that's a landmark store business last time.
Wow. Your family or you bought it? You bought it.
I bought it recently.
all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, very nice. Which one?
多样的。
Very nice. Well, then hello.
这个是我们办公室啊，你在上面。
咱们今天来的都是来支持他，很喜欢他。
I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Again, we have a lot of pictures together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Again,
Thank you for coming. Thank you for your service.
thank you very much.
这个
Thanks again. Pleasure.
这个也是我的好大哥，他也是常务书记，
Very nice. It's a big association. Yeah. Very nice. Pleasure. And we've been talking all night. Thank you.
爸妈的全部都是那个
Oh, about you? All right, all right.
6月买戏。
I'm looking forward to it. Always. It's always the beginning of my year. You know?
你可以，他这张来的。
I said hi.
全体进他们，来，全体进一下警察官，来，这样。
OK。
所以你给整个团队弄起来。
Happy New Year。
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yes.
对我们华人这个在旅游这个个体后续的话，要他不保护我们华人，保护我们华人权益。
nó đi để gọi đây mà mình có ăn.
Happy New Year.
Mua chia không cùng mình, như cùng mình, cái là không cùng mình đâu, nên mình cái này là theo một số trong đó ít theo một mình, mua chia không cùng,
Cái lối nhỏ.
OK。
开 Uber 的，在出来搞这个大老板。
Way different. Just go like that. That way.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you coming here. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Always good to have
Okay.
the work that we get from my kids tonight. I'm very grateful for the work of the Freedoms Netherlands Association. I'm grateful for the community activism and all that we did during COVID and all we've done to this great world of peace. I know how busy you all are. You're very busy businessmen and women, and you took the time to come out tonight. And for that, I can only tell you that I'm grateful and I'm honored by your presence here tonight.
检察长说非常高兴在今天都抽出时间，他知道每一个在场的人都是非常的忙，你的时间都是非常的宝贵，所以你们能来到这里来支持他，是非常的开心的。所以他也是希望说他会对这个社会做贡献，也希望是能够跟大家就是用大家的一个谢谢大家。
好，大家，
掌声。
Everybody wants to eat, so I'm going to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you.
Need to do things in order to limit their exposure. So, Ring doorbells help, community watch helps, people on the street, the neighborhood watch, and also just taking the packages off immediately once they are delivered to your house. But otherwise, if they are arrested, we do try and keep them accountable and check their records as well.
Maybe I saw a video today. Someone stole the mail after in the face of the mailman delivered the mail. They stole it and the postman stopped them, said, "Stop it! You cannot take it. Put it back." No, he even covered his face. You know,
There is
did you feel that don't care anymore?
There is a sense sometimes that there is a little accountability. In Queens, there is accountability. And so we, like I said, when we get them, we work with them and we do try to hold them accountable. At the end of the day, we need to protect ourselves on those individuals as well. I see it myself every day. We are in the streets. You know, people don't seem to there's a sense that they're not moving, that they think that they can do. We see it in the retail stores, right? We see it in the drugstores. People walk into a drugstore and they're filling up bags of aspirin and toothpaste and all of that, and you're standing in line paying your bill, and they're just walking out the door. And so when we get those cases, we hold them accountable and make sure that they do everything we can so it doesn't happen again.
Do you have any examples that you already solved, and how did you, how's the result? Like, are you getting all the money back to the drugstore, or are you getting all the products back, or do you, like,
we really wouldn't be doing that. We would just be holding accountable after the crime occurs. Look, we are very focused in my office on crime prevention, but we're also very focused on making sure that we don't have guns come up from the south, up the iron pipeline they call it, which is on the East Coast. They buy guns legally in Virginia and Alabama, and they bring them to Queens County and they sell them to our children. And we take down a lot of those gun rings. Gang activity, we actually formed an entire bureau on gang activity and guns to make sure that we get the guns, gangs, and the drugs off the streets. We have a Bureau of Hate Crimes that I actually formed under my administration to go after those who would hurt others simply because of their ethnic background, simply because of their religion. And we can't abide by that in Kings County, where there's 190 countries and 200 languages. We have the Bureau of Housing and Worker Protection that I formed to make sure that tenants weren't being abused by landlords, and to make sure that they had somewhere to go if there was that abuse. And so we believe heavily in the fact that we are an open DA's office, that people should be able to call when they feel like they are not getting the responses that they want, and that we respond.
Are you actually care about any like immigration status or?
No. So very clearly, we do not care about anyone's immigration status. Not the victims, not the witnesses. Nobody should feel afraid to come to my office. Domestic violence, robbery, nothing like that. In fact, I hired an immigration lawyer. All he does all day is immigration, to make sure that we're not getting unintended consequences from our plea bargains and from trial, but also to go over past convictions if someone's about to be deported, to figure out if we can try and help if we want to help. So no, that should never come into play when you are a victim of a crime. And may I do one more thing for your listeners, if I can, and your watchers? I would like to give my domestic violence hotline number. It's 718-286-4410. Regardless of immigration status, regardless of your abuser's immigration status or your family, you can always report and we will get you help. When you call that number, they will ask two questions. One is, do you want services or do you want an assistant district attorney? And you can get either one by calling us. You should never be afraid to ask for services just because you don't want to bring charges in. Okay?
Oh, I have one more question. So actually, we know there's many prostitutes in the Russian downtown, and it's a huge problem in the community. So what's your opinion about I remember the DA announced that you don't charge any prostitute.
So we don't prosecute for sex trafficking. We do prosecute the traffickers. We do prosecute those individuals that will take advantage of people and traffic them on the streets. We offer wraparound services, and plus they go to court and we talk to them and try to get them out of the life if they want to get out of the life. And we also provide wraparound services for employment, for mental health, for drug addiction, and for all that comes with it. So we've actually helped many people get out of that life, and we have a human trafficking courtroom specially set up just for it.
Yeah, but many business owners said they stand on the street
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things that are uncomfortable, like the stealing and all of that. And so I know that we're working with the 109th precinct on that, and we'll follow up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
There's one more thing that's like, the Chinese New Year is coming up.
Yes. Happy New Year. First of all, Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. And I am looking forward to the Year of the Rabbit. It's going to be a great year ahead of us.
Well, we'll see your banner on the parade.
My banner's in the parade. Yes, so we march in the parade every year. I actually have a banner for the parade. I am the first district attorney that actually brought her whole office out to march in the parade for New Year's in February.
So do you have any suggestions for like Chinese people, like how can they be safe during all this, holiday times?
So always be aware of your surroundings. Always report crimes when they happen. If you view a crime happening, as best as you can do, safely, and I stress that, safely, use your cameras, use your videotapes, and report it as soon as you can.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll see you at the parade, I hope.
Thank you.